When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football jet.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Back to throw, it's Bauer. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the connection.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Hawkeyes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bauer. Dumps it to the back. On target. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The Vols in the hurry-up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Bauer. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Hawkeyes pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Wants to throw. It's Bauer. Quick strike complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, the ground game.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Tennessee 14, Iowa 7.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D-tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the ball is racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bauer. Pulls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
But we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
To the air. It's Bauer. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking left. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. And we don't expect to see another play here. They'll just take a knee and head to the break, all tied up. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today at Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and
Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will give them the lead.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 13 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bauer. Snags it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires into traffic, picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Got his man to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight complete.
And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They move the tight end all over. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He'll pull it on the read. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Iowa, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll try the run. The Hawkeyes will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. The bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Bauer. Working the middle. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got him this time. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A first down for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bauer. He finds his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls it in, and the Hawkeyes pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Man.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to slot some balls away and make some plays.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He will not make it to the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down deep in the game. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation